Monday night at the Paycom Center isn't just another regular season matchup. It's a snapshot of two franchises heading in completely different directions. On one side, you've got the Oklahoma City Thunder, owners of a historic 25-3 start and arguably the most complete team in the league right now. On the other, the Memphis Grizzlies, a team still searching for identity, consistency, and health as December rolls on. From a betting and a matchup perspective, this one's pretty straightforward. The market is circling around Oklahoma City as a heavy favorite. Expect the number to land near Oklahoma City around minus 13.5, with the total hovering around 228, 229. Now, that may feel aggressive at first glance, but context matters. Oklahoma City is a perfect 13-0 at home this season. And they're not just winning games at Paycom Center, they are dismantling teams. The energy, the pace, the defensive pressure, it all ramps up at home. And opponents rarely survive 4 quarters. Memphis, meanwhile, they come into this game off a deflating 130-122 loss to Washington. That's not the kind of momentum you want when you're walking into one of the loudest, most disciplined buildings in the entire NBA. This has all the makings of a tough situational spot. A letdown loss followed by a road game against an elite locked-in opponent. Then you get the injury report, and this is where things really begin to tilt. Ja Morant, he's doubtful, if not outright out of the game, dealing with calf and ankle issues. Without him, Memphis's offensive efficiency takes a significant hit. Then you add in the absence of Zach Edey, Brandon Clark, and suddenly the Grizzlies' front court depth is dangerously thin. And that matters a lot against this Oklahoma City team because Oklahoma City's healthy, and more importantly, they're cohesive. SGA is playing at an MVP level. He's averaging over 32 points per game. And the addition of Isaiah Hartenstein back into this mix alongside Chet Holmgren has transformed this defense. Hartenstein, he does the dirty work inside. He allows Holmgren to roam as a weak side eraser. The result? Well, the number one defense in the entire league. That leads us to a key tactical battle, the paint. Memphis used to live there. They used to bully teams with size, physically, and relentlessly downhill pressure. That identity doesn't just exist anymore, at least not right now. With Eddie sidelined, with Jaden Jackson Jr. pulled away from the basket to create spacing, Memphis lacks interior force. And that's a problem against a Thunder team that thrives on protecting the rim and forcing mistakes. Oklahoma City leads the league in points off turnovers, averaging over 10 steals per game. Memphis has been loose with the ball lately, and SGA is lethal when he gets live ball turnovers. Those aren't just stops, they're instant offense, momentum swings, and crowd fuel when you're playing at home. So from a trends perspective, the numbers back all this up. When Oklahoma City scores more than 115 points, which is highly likely given Memphis' recent defensive struggles, they're 14-6 against the spread. Memphis, meanwhile, is just 5-11 straight up as an underdog this season and has consistently struggled to hang within large numbers on the road against top-tier teams. The total's interesting here. Historically, the under has cashed in 7 of the last 10 meetings between these teams. Even if Oklahoma City gets into the 120s, a Morant-less Memphis offense could struggle to crack triple digits against this defense. So when you put it all together, this picture becomes pretty clear. The pick is Oklahoma City. Take them minus 13.5. The lean here is going to be towards the under around 229. I think you could get a final score somewhere in the neighborhood of 122 to 104 in favor, obviously, of the Thunder. But let me give you a final note here. Don't let the double-digit spread scare you. Oklahoma City is a machine at home, and Memphis simply doesn't have the firepower or depth right now to keep pace for 4 quarters without John Morant. If this game goes the way the matchup suggests it will, it's likely decided by the end of the third quarter. This is about direction. It's about identity. It's about execution. And right now, Oklahoma City has all three of those.